Hey, Doug Epstein here for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily, and we have some more free picks for you today on January the 11th. We're going to be delving into a good NBA game on TNT tonight, two college basketball games that are teams that not everybody's going to be familiar with, and an NHL game. Yes, a rare NHL game for line moves today, so we have all those with free picks. So we're going to get to that in a second here. One other thing we're going to talk about is, I'm not going to say it's a tip of the day per se, but just something else, and I'd like to get some of your feedback on it as well. And we'll do that after we do the free picks. Now, Vegas Pro Insider Daily Inner Circle membership, what are you going to get with that? You're going to get 5 of the best handicappers in the industry, period. Okay. Plus, you're going to get outstanding information regarding the day's top trends, super systems, any number of other different things, including from my Wise Guy Network, I should say, Damian's picks. He had another winner last night with Davidson, taking him to 16-6-1. So he has been absolutely on fire. But as far as the other guys, Kyle Hunter, some of his best bets, 57-44 of late. Sean Higgs at Sports Capping, he's been one of the best handicappers there the last 2 months. Best bets, 67-44. Dennis Macklin, red hot, okay, just really, really going well. 26-10-1 in his most recent selections at the site. And yours truly, I had an off night in the NBA, but I'm still in the top 10 at any monitor, and in college basketball, been picking it up as of late. Went 3-0 last night. I think that's 6-2 the last several days. So starting to build some momentum on there. Got back over 500 in college basketball. So we're really making some progress here. So membership, all it's going to cost you is $99 a month. That's it. Okay, you're going to get all that information I just mentioned. Okay, plus you're going to get some more stuff then too. I mean, it's the best deal that there is in sports handicapping. I guarantee you to look at this and compare it to anything else, okay, for what you're going to get. Okay, there is no comparison, quite honestly, and I purposely have it that way because that's what I wanted for you as customers and for people to become VPID Inner Circle members, so that you get the best value for your money and you hang on to your money. So the more that you win, okay, the more you keep, and your losses then are also not as impacted because you didn't pay a lot for the service. So check it out, okay? Vegas Pro Insider Daily Inner Circle membership. All right, let's get to some selections for today. Let's start the NBA. Cleveland and Toronto. Good game. That's the early game on TNT. Kyle Lowry is listed as doubtful for tonight. I have not heard that has changed at all, but that hasn't stopped anybody from moving the total on this game. It's gone from 218.5 to 222.5. Now, both these teams defensively have not done offense. They've been good offensively and defensively. Well, maybe a better way to put it. In Cleveland's last 5 games, they've averaged 223.2 points a game, and in Toronto's same number of games over that span of time, 228.4 total points per game. But you know what? I'm going to go contrarian on this one. I think the loss of Lowry does matter. Okay, and even if he plays, I'm not sure, like I say, he's listed as doubtful. Maybe he's going to play a little bit, but I think that still impacts Toronto's offense overall. And here's one other thing I happened to find and look up. Now, it's not a huge number of games, but Cleveland has given up 50% shooting in back-to-back games. Okay, we know they're not a good defensive team, but this year that has happened 3 other times. In their next game, the average number of points they've given up is just over 101 points. Okay, so I'm going to take the under in that game tonight. Now, let's move ahead to some college basketball. James Madison, William and Mary. Yes, the name game is what this one is going to be. And anybody watching these videos that's a VPID member, they know this. Okay, I do have a crush on William and Mary. I admit it. I do. Okay? I mean, and why wouldn't I, though? They're 9-1 against the spread, and they're the second best shooting team in the country at 52.1%. I mean, who wouldn't like something like that if you're in the sports betting industry? My goodness. This is why I found it vexing that that they have gone from -11 down to -8 at home against James Madison, who has a 4-13 record. Now, I looked all over for a William and Mary injury. Okay, couldn't find one. I also looked to see if some transfer that James Madison has, some hotshot transfer that I'm unfamiliar with that's coming in to school. Maybe he's eligible. Couldn't find that either. So I got zilch on that. So I'm looking at this game and I'm saying, you know what? If I missed something, I apologize on that. But for me, it's either taking the tribe with Bill and Mare, or I'm going to pass on this one altogether. 83% of the bettors, by the way, are on William and Mary. Let's move ahead to some Sun Belt action. We got Georgia Southern against Coastal Carolina. Now, we got a flipper. Always one of my favorites. Coastal Carolina has been taking, the home team has been taken from +1 to -2 against Georgia Southern. I would like to say I know exactly why this happened, but you know what? I don't. Okay, I looked through a variety of websites to try and find something. And looking at the stats and looking at the situation, there is not much to like, okay, either way. So just off the top, the line in terms of how the game, what the line should be, I could make a case that either team could be favored by 1 or 2 points. Okay, either way. So there's not much to choose from. So as far as the pick goes, I'm going to go with Georgia Southern. Okay, on a lean, not a strong play certainly, but I'm going to go with them on a lean. And the reason I'm going to is because they have the better record, so that they are the better team. They're the better defensive team, and they're the stronger rebounding team. Okay, so I'm going to take Georgia Southern on that one. Finally, let's look at some hockey. I like hockey. Not everybody does. I understand that, but I do. Longtime fan, and so this is something I've done for years and have multiple awards for hockey picks. Not at the present time. Been on a nice little stretch though lately. Let's see here. What is it? 17-6. 17-6 run in the NHL. Now, there's only 3 games tonight. Columbus is at Buffalo. And if it were not for Arizona, the local team here, which stinks up the joint pretty much on a nightly basis, Buffalo would be the worst team in the NHL. They have a 10-33 straight-up record, and they're on a 5-game losing streak at the present time, which makes it all the more surprising to see that the Sabres have gone from +140 down to +125 against Columbus. Now, Columbus is not playing as well as it was a year ago at this time. There's no question about that. But they have won 3 of their last 4. 2 in a row, and they've beaten Buffalo 3 consecutive times. I think it's Columbus is your play here, and seemingly we have some value with it. Maybe Buffalo wins, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Okay, that's everything I have for free picks. Now, I wanted to throw one other thing at you. Let's just call it a tip of the day. Not the traditional one, but one of the things that occurs, and I get a lot of questions on this, emails, texts, whatever. People ask me, how do you cope with a losing streak? And, the simple answer is that, yeah, you throw things, swear a lot, and do those types of things. But the simple fact of the matter is that's just an impulse thing. My suggestion is always that if you run into, and again, I'm not talking about 2 or 3 days. I'm talking about a prolonged period, okay? Maybe a couple weeks where you can't win, okay? No matter what you do, you can't win, and sometimes it goes longer. Believe me, having done this for a long time, I have had streaks that are absolutely phenomenal, and I have had streaks that that they literally could bring me to tears sometimes, how bad they've been. So I know exactly what it's like to be in those situations in terms of winning and losing. So my suggestion in this case, and I've done this myself, okay, is to just, sometimes step away. Okay, you can bet for over 360 days a year, okay, if you're a hardcore bettor like yours truly. But sometimes it's just best take a couple days off, clear the head, okay, walk away from it, okay, do something else. Like they say, read a book. Not everybody reads books, but watch some YouTube videos, turn on something, some comedy shows, do something different. Just change it up a little bit so that it clears your mind. Because having been in the golf business for a long time previously to doing this, I equate this a lot, sports handicapping and sports betting, a lot to golf. And what I mean by that is sometimes when you're in the groove, it's like standing over a putt, okay, that's 15 feet away, and you're putting for a birdie, okay, and you see the line. I mean, it just, boom, you have it. You go up there, you're 100% confident you're knocking it in, okay? Other times, you have a 3-foot putt, okay, for double bogey. And guess what? You could stare at that and try and hit that 10 times, and you're going to miss it all 10 times. It's just what happens sometimes. So it's the nature of the beast. Okay, it's like a job. Okay, you're not always at your best every day at your job. Okay, and you're not always at your worst every day at your job. It's just kind of human nature. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in people's lives. It just happens. So again, personally, I say step away. Now, if any of you have some thoughts or ideas of things that you do that you would like to share with other viewers, please go to the comment section when you look at this video and share those as well. Okay, I'm not, I don't need any comedians. Okay, I leave that to me. All right. So what we'll do, but anything constructive that could help others that go through these types of things or might even be in one right now. Anything you can do to help them out would be appreciated. So, hey, this is Doug Upstone for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily. I'll be back tomorrow to talk about the weekend, including the NFL playoffs, and we'll have some information on that. I'll be back tomorrow. As of right now, Doug Upstone is